Hey there, YouTube fellow content creators and video enthusiasts. In today's video, we'll show you how to install the best Linux distribution Zorin OS step by step. So, let's get started after this short intro. Welcome back. We'll be diving into the world of Zorin OS, a sleek and user-friendly Linux distribution. Stick around as we guide you through the step-by-step process of installing this powerful operating system. Brief overview of Zorin OS. Let's first take a quick look at what Zorin OS is all about. Developed with simplicity and accessibility in mind, Zorin OS offers a familiar desktop environment that is both intuitive and visually appealing. Whether you're a Linux beginner or an advanced user, Zorin OS has something to offer for everyone. System requirements. Before you jump into the installation process, it's important to ensure your system meets the minimum requirements. Zorin OS is designed to run on a wide range of hardware configurations, but it's always a good idea to double-check. We'll go over the system requirements to ensure a smooth installation experience. Preparing for installation. Now that we've covered the basics, let's get down to business. First, we need to download the Zorin OS ISO file from the links in the description box below for free. Booting from USB. With your bootable USB drive ready, it's time to boot into Zorin OS. We'll walk you through the steps of accessing the boot menu on your computer and selecting the USB drive as the boot device. Don't worry if you're not familiar with this process, we'll provide clear instructions for both Windows and Mac users. Insert the Zorin OS installation media into the appropriate drive on your computer. Power on your computer and access the BIOS or UEFI settings. The key to access these settings may vary depending on your computer manufacturer. Common keys are F2, F12, delete, or ESC. Refer to your computer's manual or manufacturer's website for specific instructions. In the BIOS or UEFI settings, navigate to the Boot or Boot Order section. Set the device containing the Zorin OS installation media as the first boot priority. This ensures that your computer boots from the installation media rather than the regular hard drive. Save the changes in the BIOS or UEFI settings and exit the menu. Your computer will restart. As your computer restarts, it will detect the Zorin OS installation media and boot from it. You will be presented with the Zorin OS installation menu. Select the option to Try Zorin OS or Try without installing. Zorin OS will then load into a live environment, allowing you to experience the operating system without making any changes to your computer's hard drive. Take your time to explore the various features, applications, and functionalities of Zorin OS. You can browse the internet, use productivity tools, test multimedia capabilities, and more. Keep in mind that the Try Zorin OS mode runs entirely from the installation media and memory, so the performance may not be as fast as when running Zorin OS after a full installation.
www.raqmedia.com.
Once you have finished trying out Zorin OS, you can either proceed with the installation by double-clicking on the Install Zorin OS icon on the desktop or simply restart your computer to boot back into your regular operating system. After booting into the Zorin OS installation menu, select the Install Zorin OS option to initiate the installation process. Proceed through the initial steps of the installation until you reach the Keyboard Layout screen. Here, you will be prompted to select your keyboard layout. Zorin OS will usually try to detect your keyboard layout automatically based on your hardware settings. If the detected layout is correct, you can simply proceed to the next step. If not, click on the Detect Keyboard Layout button to let Zorin OS attempt to identify the correct layout. If the automatic detection fails or you want to manually select your keyboard layout, you can click on the Change button. This will present you with a list of available keyboard layouts to choose from. Scroll through the list or use the search function to find your desired keyboard layout. Select the layout that matches your keyboard type and language preferences. After selecting the keyboard layout, you can test it by typing in the text box provided. This allows you to ensure that the selected layout is functioning correctly. Once you are satisfied with the keyboard layout selection, click on the Next or Continue button to proceed to the next step of the installation. As you progress through the installation, you will eventually reach the Language screen. Here, you can choose the language for the user interface of Zorin OS. Zorin OS offers a wide range of language options to cater to users from various regions and linguistic backgrounds. Scroll through the list or use the search function to find your preferred language. Select the language you want to use for the Zorin OS interface. The selected language will be applied to the system menus, dialog boxes, and other user interface elements. Once you have chosen the language, click on the Next or Continue button to proceed with the installation. On the Installation Type screen, you will be presented with different options for disk partitioning. Choose the Something Else option to manually partition your disk. The next screen will display your available disks and partitions. Select the disk you want to partition for installing Zorin OS. Be cautious to choose the correct disk, especially if you have multiple storage devices connected to your computer. Click on the New Partition Table button to create a new partition table on the selected disk. This will remove any existing partitions and data on the disk, so make sure you have backed up any important data. Once the new partition table is created, you can now proceed with creating individual partitions. Click on the Add button to begin creating a new partition. In the Create Partition dialog, specify the desired size for the partition. You can allocate space in megabytes, MB, or gigabytes, GB. Additionally, you can choose the partition type, such as primary or logical. It's recommended to create a root partition, / for the operating system files and a separate partition for your personal files, known as the home partition, /home. Repeat the previous step to create additional partitions if needed, such as a swap partition or separate partitions for specific directories. After creating the desired partitions, review the partition layout to ensure it matches your requirements. You can modify the partitions by selecting them and clicking on the Edit button. Once you are satisfied with the partition layout, assign the mount points for each partition. The root partition, / should be assigned as the mount point for the Zorin OS installation, while the home partition, /home, should be assigned as the mount point for your personal files. Double-check all the partition settings and verify that the desired partitions are assigned correctly. Ensure that you have sufficient space allocated for the root partition and any other partitions you have created. Click on the Install Now button to proceed with the installation process. Zorin OS will format the partitions and install the operating system based on the provided partition layout. Follow the remaining on-screen prompts to complete the installation of Zorin OS. Once the installation is finished, your system will be ready to boot into Zorin OS with the configured disk partitions. Congratulations on successfully booting into Zorin OS. By the end of this segment, you'll have a fully functional Zorin OS system up and running. Post-installation setup and customization. With Zorin OS installed, it's time to make it truly your own. We'll explore the desktop environment, demonstrate how to install additional software packages, and showcase some essential tweaks and customization options. Get ready to unlock the full potential of your new Zorin OS installation. Troubleshooting and FAQs. As with any operating system installation, you might encounter a few bumps along the way. But worry not. We've got you covered. In this segment, we'll address common troubleshooting issues and answer frequently asked questions to ensure a smooth Zorin OS experience for everyone. And that's a wrap. We hope this step-by-step guide has been helpful to you in installing Zorin OS. If you have any further questions or suggestions for future videos, please let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated with the latest tech content. This is your host, Ezzeddine. I will catch you in the next video. Until then, happy computing.
And with this, we have reached the end. Keep tuned for our coming tutorial. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please have them below and subscribe if you want more helpful videos like this. See you around. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, do consider sharing it click on the like button and go ahead and leave us a comment below. We'd love to hear from you, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and the notifications to get the latest tutorials that will inspire, empower and connect you.
www.raqmedia.com